Alright, thank you. Sorry. I guess I was waiting for too long. But welcome to race number 7 at the Los Angeles Coliseum. Right now we are in qualifying. So we'll take a look at some people who are on track. I see Mick in the 77, so we will go to him. Oh, he just got off track. Ooh, Ray. Let me see if I can get to Ray. Also just got off track. There you go. Benson's on track, and he hasn't done a lap yet. Wesley has done. Wesley's in second. And Weaver put down a lap, coming in third. And he's right now the only guy out here. We have 3 minutes left of qualifying. And we'll see if Tristan or Mackie ever plan on going out on track. But this was when NASCAR did their, what was it? It was a start when they weren't going to Daytona anymore for the shootouts. They went to the Los Angeles Coliseum, and of course it got brought into iRacing. It's a fun track. It's small. It's not very popular, but it is pretty fun. You're gonna see here, yeah, the rumble strips, and I mean they're in the Los Angeles Coliseum. That's pretty cool. Pretty notable sport venue. Tristan is out on track, so we'll take a look at him. And you can just see they're going on front stretch and then getting very hard on the brakes. The only way really to pass here is a bumper, so it's giving me some vibes of like Sonoma. And Tristan, he came at third right now. Let's see if he has anything for Wesley, or Tom is actually the one leading it right now. Track position is huge, and Tristan put on a flyer of a lap, dethroning Tom for the pole position with 1 minute and 50 or so seconds left. Tom Coring in second right now, and Wesley Burke running out the top three. Looks like we have 7 guys here, 6 qualified. Mackie hasn't yet, so whether Mackie is planning to start at the back or hopefully isn't just ignoring us. Like with all of our other races, cautions will not count. They have one faster pair, and last week, I was here last week, but we were doing a fun event because I think the admins weren't able to make it to this race, and you gotta have your admins. And he really wanted to make it to the LA Coliseum. It is a fun track, and it's not very popular either, too. But we did the figure 8 at Irwindale Speedway. I was racing that, and I got T-boned 2 or 3 times. Before that, I was sick, so I missed the Stafford, and then on vacation and missed the bull ring. So now everything was shoved down with Irwindale being added to the schedule. There's a little fun event there. So after this, we have Lucas Oil and Kern, and followed up by North Wilkesboro. Everything's pushed down a week. So in August, we will be going to Lucas Oil. And thankfully, 3, 2, 1, and everybody's going to start be gritting soon. Mackie is. Oh, Mackie was out on track and I missed it, but he got 4th. And this is a perfect time for my ATVO to stop working, and the ticker just went down because of that. I'm probably gonna miss the lineup. That was a great time. For ATVO to go down. Index. I have not had that happen to me before.
All right, drivers. Initial green flag will be on the flagman. Restarts are in the restart zone on the leader.
Okay, and I guess ATVO for the ticker decided to kick the bucket, so I gotta figure out why. No lights are on the pace car, so we'll switch the cameras. And you saw Tristan with Paul and Tom Coring on the outside there, and you can see the rest of the field with 799 1. And oh snap, ATVO gave me my countdown also. So Tristan quickly diving down to the bottom and leading us into the turn. Tom on his outside. And I do apologize. It's going to be difficult for me too because I don't have a ticker. I don't have none of that junk, so I can't tell what lap we're on. But Tristan leading away and everybody in single file. Tom drops down single file as well. You can see it followed by the 7 car. And Tristan right now pulling away. You can see the gap between him and Tom is growing. Tom, he's got to be patient in there though. These laps go by very quickly, but still be patient. Stick in there. If you overcook the tires and you lose a spot, it's going to be in worse shape for you. I know this isn't good, not professional, but I should probably just use the iRacing thing so I can switch my cameras. I will fix the ATVO. It went out as soon as we were gridding, which is fantastic. But battle for the lead, 3 wide at LA Coliseum. What the heck is going on? Tom in the middle. Is anybody gonna back out? Tristan, no. He's staying in it. Tom actually falls to 3rd, but we have the 7 there of Wesley Burke taking over the lead. Tristan into the wall right now. And these top 3 under a blanket. We had 3 wide action going here. We're still 2 wide right now with Tom and Tristan. This time Tom has a preferred lane on the bottom. You can see the 88 there. And Tom right now in 2nd. He is going to seal the deal. Bottom side is Kane. But he overcooks the turn a little bit. Opens the door for Tristan to come battling through. Tristan going to say thank you very much. And Tom, is he going to be able to return the favor? No, he can't do the crossover. Gets close to bumping him. I think Tristan got a little loose on exit there. But he's going to have to recoup and see what he can do against that top spot. If he can chase him back down. And they are approaching lap cars. Doesn't take long to do that. See the 7 right now. He is getting pretty close. And yellow flag is out. Who was that? Was that the 77? A Mick? I think it was Mick. Alright, we'll take a look and see what happened. We're here on lap. Well, Mick is on lap. But what happened to Tristan? Okay. There's a lot to digest here. Actually, it's hard to find the wreck. I don't know why. But anyways, this is what happened to Tristan. Alright, we gotta back it up a bit. And actually, oh, this is my yellow. Oh, he got the wall. Oh man, that's not good. Yeah, I thought it was Mick the cause of it, but no, it is Tristan. And ooh, he did the same thing in Sonoma too. Going to use this pass repair already. And that's unfortunately going to put him in the back of the pack. But Wesley Burke going to be taking us to green, and that's going to move Tom to the outside. He went. Tom didn't go so much, but he's trying. Oh, the one car hit the inside wall. Trying to cut as tight as possible. We'll see if Tom's able to. No. The stupid ticker. Okay, because after his iRacing's drunk. Yep, so Tom able to get into second. And right here we are on lap number 18. And right now Tom trying to defend against the one car. And at some point I want to try and get my ATVO back because I like the numbers it gives me and being seamless as possible. And you can see right now the gap to the lead. It's a pretty big gap that Wesley has right there. Right now the backstretch. Now Tom's on the backstretch, followed by Weaver, Mackey, and Tristan is actually back up to the 5th position. Oh, I stopped it at the wrong time. The one car went around. I do apologize about that. Rookie move. Okay, we'll have to take a look at the one. Okay, we'll have to. My loading glorious content doesn't want to work either. Alright, we'll have to take a look at the one car. This is a disaster. Alright, and the one just lost it by himself and got into the inside wall. And Mick has left the session. No lights on the pace car. We're going to try this again. And we're going to see what Wesley can do. If he can get a big jump. If Tom is able to stay with him. And this time Mackey is on the bottom. Well, it looks like we're down to 6 cars on track. And we go Wes. Oh! Tom locked up once again trying to get in there. And that's going to open the door wide open for Mackey. And Tom goes around.
The yellow flag is out.
There, I can use that so at least something shows up. And what happened? Check out for the turn. Oh, the 88 got into the back of him. And he's back going again.
Green flag, green flag.
Alright. We are back green once again. I'm trying to mess with this sticking thing. And the 7 with a big jump. And you can see back in second. The Tom just went spinning. And I don't think there was a yellow.
Caution, yellow flags.
Now there is. Because Ryan Andrews and Tom were involved once again. You can see what happened here. Going into the turn, I think did Andrews, yeah. He just didn't realize it and he got into the back of Tom. Alright, so we do have a 50 lap feature. We are still under yellow. And we'll go back to here. No lights on the pace car. We're gonna get going green next time by. And there we go. Pace car in the safety of pit row. That's the only safe place to
Green
be.
flag, green flag.
And he launched out of it a cannon. Mackie gonna easily take over second, and Tristan does not have a choice but to settle for. This is the only way to switch. I'm sorry. Settle for third right now. You can see Weaver right behind him, trying to do what he can, and Tom trying to get back in the thick of things. Tom is gonna have to try and use the bumper, but he's actually Weaver's pulling away, and these guys second, third, fourth, and to an extent fifth with Tom over there are close by, and that one car you can barely see him in your frame, and he just pulls away. Or not one car, the one position. The number 7 car. Tristan putting on the heat on Mackie. And Tom actually, you can see, putting the heat on the one car as well. Right now, the action, if they try and use the bumper, but right now they are trying to be patient here. Lap 36 out of 50, so it is winding down. And Tom, I'm noticing Tom is diving it into the corners, but on exit, I think a lot of these guys are backing up to have a lot better exit. And which, unfortunately, long run is costing Tom some positions. But he is still hanging in there. And the 99 trying to play defensive mode for second. He's got the 52 all over the back of him. And behind him, the one car. And oh, to the back! And Tristan goes around, he checks up.
Caution, yellow
Caution
flag.
is out. You saw exactly what happened. Weaver overcooked it a little bit into the 52. The 52 went backwards into the wall. And he checked up. Didn't look intentional at all, but gonna put them both to the rear. And we do have less than 10 laps to go here. Bunching them up again. I don't know if anyone's gonna... Oh, Tom is damaged. How is Tom damaged? Let's go actually look from Tom's perspective. And that will be who we'll look at. And so when it happens, you have 52. Oh, Tom into... He is definitely going to be talking about paper mache control arms. That was not a hard hit. And it messed up his left front. He couldn't turn. He got into the wall. And then his right front's messed up. Hopefully he can limp this into the pits. And can continue. But see, he's trying to turn. And the 88 there is trying to get out of his way of Andrews. Does he have to... No, he did get it back to pits. And Tom right now in fourth. Then we have Andrews, Tristan, and Mick has left the
Green flag,
session.
green flag.
Alright, we are going green. We were single file that time, so we didn't bunch up. And the 7 still pulls away. But that helps the people who are second, so I'm sure Mackie really enjoyed starting single file. But he's trying to wrap this thing up. For him, he wants to be uneventful. For everybody else, including me, has been very eventful. And there we go. I'm trying to get to Tom there in his battle with Weaver. And then also Tristan, I think the 88. Oh, the contact right there. He was trying to stay out of the way. You see Ryan Andrews over there. He is a lap car. And then we have Mackie in second. And then the camera took a bit to get all the way over to Wesley, who wants this to be his Sunday cruise. I might have jinxed it for these final couple of laps. And then there we go. Number 7, Wesley Burke on lap number 50. And there he goes, crosses the finish line. Race is over. Wesley Burke takes another one. Followed by... We're going the opposite direction here. Followed by the 199 of Mackey and Weaver. Tristan in fourth. Alright, and we'll bring people up for interviews. So we have people get in there. It'll make my life a lot easier. I need Wesley. I need Mackey and Weaver. Okay, there we go. We got Wesley. We're just waiting for a couple more. Or not. Alright, and we're going to start off with our third place finisher, Benson Weaver. Hey, it's Matt in Booth. You copy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright, you had one eventful race. I know it's probably what you expected with the bumping and shoving at the LA Coliseum.
Yeah, kind of the product of the track. I mean, definitely caused a couple yellows. It's just, they check up a little bit harder, one lap than the previous, and you don't really expect it, and you turn around, and kind of happens. I don't know. I don't feel great about the way I got the podium, but also, I guess, I don't know. That's kind of what you expect with this track.
Yeah, no, I was gonna ask you kind of yeah about those highs and lows, and you did talk about that. You got the podium, but you're involved in
Yeah.
a couple wrecks there. I guess anything
Yeah.
else? Yeah, about highs and lows, being involved in wrecks, etc. Trying to make your way through the field.
Yeah, I mean, it's just you just have to follow as close as you can because it's such a narrow track. Um, that's really you just have to hope that they get loose on entry and you could get under them or something like that. But if they just check up a little bit more than you expect them to, and that's still on the following car, but it's tough to do anything else in that situation.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know. What were heading into this race, guys? What were your expectations gonna be?
Uh, well, I mean, I figured the race would play out just like that. Is kind of gonna be, leader's pretty safe. Everything else is you may as well roll a dice for the positions, and I think so it's either you know get out to the lead and be able to drive away, or just you know anywhere else. It really has less to do with speed as it does just living through the chaos, which I did expect more chaos, to be honest. I think we kept it a little cleaner than I expected, but I
Gotcha.
mean
Yeah.
that's just what this track gives you.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a wreck fest. Next week we're gonna head to Lucas Oil. What are your expectations for their completely different style track?
Yeah, I've done a lot more. I mean, this is my first time racing LA Coliseum. I've done a lot more league racing there at IRP, and it's a fun one because a lot of times, I mean, I never done it with the mods, but you can get several lines going, and you can have a high line and a low line, and it tends most of the time it tends to be a lot more green flag laps. Pretty rare for there to be cautions, even with like 20 car fields. It tends to be pretty clean. So kind of polar opposites. That's one of the bigger short tracks there is, and this obviously is the smallest, other than the Sonoma thing, but uh,
Yeah.
which that was its own animal.
Yeah,
Um,
I know that was something. But yeah, before we let you go, anyone you want to thank for your performance tonight?
yeah, I gotta thank all my sponsors. I got Big Fast Racing, McCoy Construction, Commercial Tire, Red Dragon Fireworks, and Sam Stoner Enterprises.
All right, thank you for your time, and hopefully we see you in the top three next week.
All right, thank you.
All right, that was Ben Weber in the number one car, finishing third. Right now we're gonna talk to Jake Mackey, who had the 199 and the runner-up for tonight's race. Hey, it's Matt Booth. You copy?
Hey, what's going on, Matt?
Hey, a lot of other people had a very eventful night, and from your perspective, at least it seemed like you're more so avoiding the wreck. So I guess do you mind walking us through, your perspective going through all that madness?
Yeah, exactly like you said, avoiding the wreck tonight. Did not want to be involved in anything. That was the goal.
Gotcha. Yeah, and you were successful there. How was it when you were having people pressure you at the end? Like you had Benson behind you, you had Tristan behind you, but you're able to hold them off.
Yeah, Tristan gave me the bumper. Tried to move me out of the groove towards the end, and I rightfully got in front of him back on the straight, and I don't think he intentionally tried to do this, but I got sideways into the next corner because of the contact, and it there's nowhere to pass on this track. You physically have to take someone out of the way to take that spot. And as soon as I took the front, I knew Wes was driving away with it because there was just no shot on that outside on the restart. You couldn't see him. You had to put your car basically half already half behind him, so it was impossible to see him. And once you finally went, it was just he was gone. So goal was keep it in second, keep it clean, and that was that was how we finished there. So thankfully, it worked out.
Gotcha. Yeah, and you came away with second, which is great for points and TV time and all of that. And like I said, the 7 car is just out there on his own, and you were there holding people off there, trying to take you out to lunch. But was that nervous at all from your perspective, or you're just trying to be consistent, or what was it?
Tristan's quick in the mod, so the goal was, stay in front, keep it to where he doesn't get to the inside lane there, and do whatever I can to fight him off. And he tried his best, and he definitely got me sideways there. And if that track was a little bit wider and there was more space on that inside, he was going past me. But thankfully, there was a huge wall, and there's nowhere else for him to go. So I've
Gotcha.
had to literally drive through my car.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, you're being very consistent there, keeping your lane on the bottom. I mean, you're right, you can't get by them. But next week we are gonna head to IRP. What are your expectations there? Completely different track, multi groove, all that fun stuff.
I love IRP. It's one of my favorite short tracks, if you can call it a short track. It's a long short track. But yeah, I mean IRP is awesome. I've gone there when I visited Indy to watch some racing there, and it's not as one groove as everyone thinks that it typically is. It usually settles out to be that way in the long run of things, but it's a awesome track, and I think it'll be some fun racing next week. Definitely got to get some practice in and see how these mods run there, though.
Gotcha. Yeah, that was the consensus I was getting from other people. But before we let you go, anyone you want to thank for your performance tonight?
Well, shout out to Big Fast Racing, my team. Run, own. Got a couple guys that run these Tuesday night races, so it's nice to have them show up and try to get more people out. Hopefully for next season, whatever we end up doing. And um, shout out to you for putting on the show and giving us something to watch back. And you do a great job when you get to show up and actually be around. Just give you shit, but yeah, no, you do an awesome job, Matt. So thank you,
Thanks.
and shout out to the guys for putting this on and giving us something fun to do on Tuesday nights.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Just a heads up when you watch it, my ATVO cut off as soon as we were in the starting lineup, and it would not come back. So I was struggling there for a bit. But just heads up when you watch it, but I do appreciate it.
Oh, no worries, man. You do a great job, though, regardless.
Thank you. But yeah, hopefully we'll see you here next week, and good luck at IRP.
Thank you, brother. Have a good one.
All right, that was Mackie, second place. We're gonna talk to a winner right now. I struggle for questions because he was in a league of his own tonight with Wesley Burke. Hey, Matt in the booth, you copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
All right. I'm struggling to come up with some questions here because you were in a league of your own throughout most of the race. But you want to walk us through how you got there, and then maintaining your mile gap in such a small track?
Yeah, so it was crazy. I was kind of stuck behind Tom and Tristan Ballin for a while, and then Tom overshot it just a little bit, and then we were like 3 wide for half a lap. It was like, whoa, 3 wide at this tiny track, and
That
we
was
didn't wreck.
cool.
So, I mean, we didn't wreck. I took the lead, and that was pretty much it. So,
That was definitely a highlight. I saw that and couldn't believe it happened, but it was pretty remarkable to watch. And then from
yeah.
there, yeah, from there you had your mile big gap almost the entire time. How on the restarts, not a single person was able to keep anywhere close to you. How important was that inside lane that you were starting in?
I mean, it was very important because it allowed for me to like move up slightly, and then for them not to be able to get to my bumper and not be able to move me out of the way. That was the biggest thing. So I kind of the first like 2 times I went to center of the restart zone, and from then I just went it as early as possible and just shot out like a rocket.
Gotcha. Yeah, nice to know about the strategy there. And yeah, you did shoot out like a rocket and no one was able to touch you. Next week, we are heading to IRP. What are your expectations there with that completely different style of racetrack?
Ugh. IRP is not the best in this car, but I'll see if I can show up. I don't know if I will be able to, but I'll see.
Yeah.
Uh, so I have done 3 league races tonight, back to back to back, and I'm starting on pole for a fourth one. So
All
I
right.
finished first, second, first my first 3. So let's see how this fourth one's gonna go.
Yeah, I guess I'll wrap this up because I think last time I was interviewing you and you started the race or something. But
Yeah.
but yeah, before we let you go, anyone you want to thank for your performance tonight?
I'd like to thank PRS.com, PRSsetups.com. My bad. They make some great setups and for oval line dirt. So go check them out.
All right, sweet. Thank you for your time and congrats on the win.
Thank you. See you.
All right. That was Wesley, your race winner. And once again, I do apologize. Got some technical issues to figure out, but we'll get through it. We'll make sure it's smoother next week. Appreciate your cooperation. We are going to be at IRP. I don't have a lot of experience there compared to some of these people, but it is going to be a fun track, fun racing. Hopefully, we do get a big crowd out there, especially on the bigger tracks, bigger short tracks. That sounds weird to say, but yeah, hopefully we get a big crowd out there of people to show up, and we'll have some fun. And we plan on broadcasting that as the season is coming to an end. I can try and talk a little bit longer, and I can pull up the standings where we sit as of now in our Mod Madness series. And actually, our admin Tom let out an announcement that I'll read. And in the standings too, they have a combined standings, so we'll take a look at that as well. If there are any people that we recognize in the combined things, combined points, Mackie is actually in the combined points with Tom Corang in second and Ray Andrews in third. These are the people who are running the dirt, which starts just before this, being broadcasted by Mick. And for wheeling, just wheeling, after tonight, Tristan is still leading. Tom Corrin is on second, 39 points behind the leader. And Mackey, with his performance tonight, is 41 points. Weaver, 46 points off of the leader. And then after that, we've had, I don't think Ryan Phillips was in this race tonight. Nope, he got his 0. But we will see you guys next week at IRP. Same time, same group of people.